Alright, so this beautiful gem of a camper is my 1985 Coleman pop-up camper. It was given to me by my old friend Chad Wolfe, who died in 2013 in a mysterious elevator accident. So he gave this thing to me in about 2011 or 2012, and it wasn't in great shape when he gave it to me. The tires were dry rotting, the real wheels were rusted and flat, the turn signals and lights were all busted off of it, and it had just been sitting beside his garage for a number of years. And I asked him what he was going to do with it, and he just gave it to me. Title in hand, and it's yours. So I put some new tires on it, wheels, and turn signals, and used it for some time after. But I put it away in 2017, and it was not opened again until 2020. When I opened it, it was in pretty sorry shape. You could see the apparent water damage all through it. From the roof to the side panels, the curtains, the canvas. The canvas is all dry rotten. You could just see that it had seen its day, and we have to do some major repairs to it. So, any sane man would just get rid of it and buy a newer one. But because it was Chad's, we're going to fix all this water damage. Now you can see here, all this paneling and everything with like a wallpaper over it is all just peeling off. And nothing inside is in good shape. I'm surprised it isn't full of black mold. So you can see all your rails that hold everything up. Everything's pretty straightforward in it. As far as disassembly, I literally needed a 7/16 and a Phillips head screw gun. But yeah, so the entire roof structure itself is an aluminum sheet with styrofoam glued to it and then paneling glued over top of it. And I was surprised at this. I thought there'd be some structure, but there really isn't. All those strips, all the supports, everything is literally just fastened into styrofoam. So, grab your screw gun and start ripping apart. So now that the canvas is all removed, I can go ahead and get ready to actually take the roof off. The only thing that's holding it on now is the four corner supports. And they were just some 7/16" nuts, and they had a captured bolt on top, so you didn't even have to use a wrench on top. And then go ahead and get everything out of the way and clean up like you're closing up the camper. Unless you're about 15 foot tall and can lift it off in position, but I'm going to go ahead and drop it down and grab my dad to help me and pull it off and start stripping it out and cleaning out the aluminum shell here. Alright, so now that it's on the ground, you can see what your camper shell was actually made of. There's your styrofoam board that's little over 3/4 thick, and your wood paneling. So, note, my big piece of cardboard there. I drew out my diagram of the camper shell, and I am going to take lots and lots and lots of measurements. So when I take all the railings off, your support brackets, and everything else, I know where it goes. Alright, so now that we have the camper shell all cleaned up, there's 90% of your roof, bunch of styrofoam, and we have the aluminum shell that's left. Now I still have yet to clean it. I'm going to wire brush it with a drill and a brass wire brush. I fear that if I use like a hand grinder with a steel wire wheel, it would chew right through it like a pop can, because it is literally like a pop can. It is like 1 mil aluminum. So, I did manage to hack through a few spots accidentally while I was cleaning it. And the previous owner had shoved some silicone in some holes. And there are definitely some bad spots on this roof, hence why it was waterlogged and needed replaced. But I'm going to take care of all of that when I top the whole thing with heavy aluminum. So thanks for watching.